Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? I'm live. I don't even think I spelled that right. Let me go see. Whispers in the dark. Hmm. Can anybody hear me? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a minute to come in. But can anybody hear me? Hold on, let me go. Cause y'all, my headphones are. I gotta get some.
Anybody hear me? Hold on,
Oh
let me
shoot,
go.
I'm loud. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, y'all. I ain't got a whole bunch of intro music. Okay, like Anaya did last night. I was gonna write a different community wall, and then I was like, I'm just gonna go live. I'm gonna go live in 5 minutes. Limitations. Limitations. 3:23:23. I'm gonna have to watch. But yeah, everybody grab a seat. Somebody share me out. Hey Hassan, hey buddy. How are you? Hey Scorpio Mama. Scorpio Mama, you matter of fact, that just reminded me of something. I'll be right back. Don't nobody go nowhere. Okay, y'all, my bad. My computer is moving so slow, like it's ridiculous. This is so embarrassing. I need a new computer. And I saw that Miss Virginia had went. So, I take on a nice panel. We were having a conversation, a discussion. You know, I hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all, my bad. I don't know how much y'all could hear. She said the pewter is saying get your ass off live. I was thinking that too. I'm like, okay, I'm doing good. It's a long Friday. Okay, hey sis, hey Brandy, hey foster mom. So I don't know what y'all heard and what y'all didn't hear. So y'all tell me what was the last thing y'all heard me say, cause I'm over here just talking, and I came back to this browser and it said I was gone. And I'm like, dang, they couldn't hear me. Mommy, so like nobody could hear me. Yes, KJ, can you wait? Say hi. Hi. Y'all, this boy been getting on my nerves. Like, I got some KFC and he wanted more macaroni like always, but he don't want to eat his potatoes and gravy. And I told him that if he ate his potatoes and gravy, I would give him a Sprite. Okay, what do y'all think he did? I don't want to eat the potatoes, mommy. And I'm like, you know what? Then you can't have no Sprite, okay? Because I got the tropical, the orange label Sprite. And now he's talking about he wants some Kool-Aid. And I'm over here like, did you eat your potatoes? Huh? I can't hear you. Huh? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. So I just wanted to come live, y'all, because Miss Virginia did a live responding to the live stream. Y'all can't hear me. I guess okay, y'all can't hear me. But and she was just basically saying that, nobody sent her nowhere. She was just trying to right her wrong. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did not believe that because um the only reason it came up, was because a couple of weeks ago she had made a post. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't see the post. I just saw that because when you click on it, it's gone. It was like she took it down. And I saw that the lady over there, okay, the witch doctor, I saw that she had shared it out, and I was confused. I'm like, why would you try to reach out to me, behind the scenes, and then, you doing content on me? I don't know. It just wasn't making sense, right? But here's what I have to say. I listened to Miss Virginia's live, and I want y'all to hear something because, I'm listening, and I'm like, you know what? I already knew this, but but hold on, y'all. We gonna listen. We gonna listen. Come on, KJ. Okay, hold on. Can y'all hear that? Okay, just listen. Come on, come on. Hey, Royzelle.
Okay, I know this live is early, and it's probably not many people gonna come in because it is 6:11 a.m. my time. But anyway, Bon, yes, I texted you in February to ask you if you was okay because I felt like when I've done that video, maybe I should have waited. But I was told that you would tell people. I wanted to apologize for making that video because, look, I mean, you didn't say no, but I was told you would say something by somebody you had been tight with. I didn't want you to put it out there because I wasn't ready for it to be out there. I wanted to make sure that when I went back for my scans, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut it off right there. But then hold on, wait.
To apologize to you. I did. And no unspoken didn't say no, but I was told you would say something by somebody you had been tight with. I didn't want you to put it out there because I wasn't ready for it to be out there. I wanted to make sure that when I
We're gonna fast forward that part because that's not the point I'm trying to make here.
other than you and unspoken, I told. Spoken, I told. Okay? So yeah, I called you and okay? So yeah, I called you and I told. You and unspoken, I told. Okay? So yeah, I called you in February, to apologize to you. I did. And no unspoken didn't send me over there. I went over there.
Live or whatever is because somebody that I was and put her business out there. So here's what I have to say about that. Miss Virginia is absolutely right. I never came live and put her business out here. She did do a live, telling her own situation. Now, here's what I did do. I went live, not just to directly address you, but I was making it a point of that there was somebody, and I'm not gonna throw names because Miss Virginia said somebody. She said somebody that I was tight with had got in her ear and told her that I would go live and tell her business. So during this time, y'all, I was very upset because I'm like, why would I do that? She hasn't done anything to me. I don't talk about her. I don't have any beef with her. And, her situation was a serious situation. It wasn't nothing to gossip about. It wasn't nothing, and and I just want to say this, when Miss Virginia reached out to me and told me anything, I was actually not speaking to, any of those people, that I no longer speak to now like that. I was really like, I promise y'all, I want to say the funny thing about it is when she reached out to me about her situation, it was February of I think 2024, or I could be wrong. I don't know. Matter of fact, let me go look, because when she reached out to me, y'all, um and how she reached out to me, in my opinion, I was not close with those people at the time. Like, we had just got back cool, or whatever you want to call it. And okay, so let me look. Okay, hold on, let me look. Okay, so I'm lying. It was in November. When she reached out to me, y'all, it was sometime in November of 2024. And you would think I would remember, because I stepped outside of I went outside to smoke a cigarette, because my kids was in the house and they were playing and laughing, and Miss Virginia and I were having a grown person conversation. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that um whoever this person is, which in my own opinion, because there's only two of us that knew from what you're saying. And what I did do was go live and say, why would I do that? Why would I just come live and tell this lady's business out of nowhere that I didn't ask for, that nobody even knew that I knew about, until the lady over there, the witch doctor, called me in tears asking me to pray for you. And my response to her was, oh, I've already known about this. She's, being prayed for. Okay. So what I have to say is this. I'm not mad at Miss Virginia, y'all. I was never mad at her, for real. I was just frustrated because if we gonna keep it all the way real, Miss Virginia don't know me like that. She don't. I can't say I was friends with her. I can't say she was my friend. I can't say that we talked on the phone for hours. All I can say is that I supported Miss Virginia, and Miss Virginia supported me. But what I will say is, if a friend of mine, somebody who told you they was real tight with me, said to you, "Oh, you told Von your business," the only reason UP knew that I even knew Miss Virginia is because she called me and asked me to pray for you. I didn't tell Bam. I wasn't talking to Mika. Um, there was no reason for me to tell truth is. I wasn't gossiping to Miss Mimi about nobody's business. And in fact, when you contacted me in November 2024 about that situation, I wasn't talking to Miss Mimi. My only friends at the time were the three people that I just named. So when you have somebody that's supposed to be your friend telling people, things about you, I can see how you can believe that, because hey, I call them my friends, right? But I just want to ask everybody, if you've told me something personal behind the scenes, and there's a few of y'all in here, okay, who's told me personal things behind the scenes, and there's a few of y'all on this YouTube that have told me personal things behind the scenes that haven't come out of my mouth on a live stream, okay, you ain't heard it on the YouTube streets. And if you have, okay, we were either beefing, you said something about me, I said something about you, I said something about you, you said something about me, all of that, right? So my question is, if you're in this live and you told me something personal about you, when have I just hit my live and blurted out y'all business for no good reason, even if I was mad? When have I done that? It's people, I know one person for sure, who gossips about people's business. One person for sure. And I no longer talk to them. But then they come out here and they say, "Oh, I don't talk about, people and their bit," and it don't be true at all. And a lot of the times, this same one person, be the one who will tell you something, and you'd be like, "Oh, they told you that," or "Oh, you knew that." And then that's how the conversation comes about, right? But then on Mad Day, they hit their live and they're like, "Oh, Vaughn said such and such said," and it'd be like, "But I know when I had this conversation, you brought this up to me." But all I wanted to say is, y'all see the title of my live, a whisperer amongst friends. Okay, Miss Virginia don't know me. And I will say this, I'm sorry, Miss Virginia, that you had to go live and say anything about any of your business because somebody came telling you that that's what I would do. And when all of this was going on, that's what I said. I said she didn't have to come live. If she wanted to come live and talk about her story, it should be on a positive note, not because of something negative, and definitely not because my name is thrown up in the mix. But no, I wouldn't have done that to you. And I wouldn't do it to anybody else, whether we're friends or not. If you ask me not to say something about something, I'm not going to say something. That's your business to tell. Now, what I will say is that I thought my friend was calling me to pray for you. I had no idea that she would hit her live and say, "Oh, Von's going to tell Virginia's business," because even though you didn't say that it was her, and I'm not saying that it was her, but I know on a couple different live streams, she kept bringing your name up, implying, flat out lying, spinning this narrative that I had been talking about you, gossiping about you, or I brought your business to her. I did not. In fact, our only conversations, Miss Virginia, was about doing a live streams on Grey's Anatomy, regular content. I don't know your business. You don't know mine. I never talked to you about anything. We didn't have no deep relationship. We didn't. So I understand that you thought I would do something like that. And like I said, I do accept your apology. But when you reached out to me, because I know, like you said, you be over there in her chat. Because I know you be over there in her chat. No, I was not going to respond because I don't trust anybody that communicates with her. And I don't trust anybody that believes the things that she says out of her mouth when they're lies. I don't. But I won't mention you anymore. I don't have any beef with you. As far as I know, because I don't be over there in her chat, really paying attention to the chat. I haven't seen you say anything about me, but what I will say is that she shared a clip of you coming after me. And I'm like, well, why would she come after me? Or why is she posting this when I she tried to reach out to me in February? But what I will say is that I believe what you're saying, that you was trying to apologize, you was trying to right your wrong or whatever. I do believe that. But what I will say is I wouldn't believe nothing that person says, because you said it yourself. I never said anything. I wasn't gonna. It wasn't, to me, that's not something to go live and make content about. Whether it's to drag you, put you out there, that's weird. I'm not a weirdo like that. I'm just not. So for all of y'all, okay, who is behind the scenes with this woman, and anybody else, because like I said, Miss Virginia didn't say who said it. Who said it? She didn't say who said it. She never said who said it. Let me just make that very clear. She did not say who said it. She didn't say who said it. I'm telling y'all what I believe based on what I've heard, okay, out of one person's mouth. That I was calling around telling her business, and that's not true. I didn't tell nobody. I did not tell anybody anything because for all I knew, you needed prayer. You didn't need me telling people for what. Okay? Okay, y'all, my bad. But yes, crazy work, Anaya. Crazy work. But what I will say is that all of that was unnecessary. It was a girl. I was just you took the words out of my mouth. She said it's a lot of confusion because people talk too much, just gossiping and snaking to make it. Yeah, I was finna say because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let's say it wasn't her who came and told you that. Who is real? Who is real tight with me that we're going? How did they even know that I knew Miss Virginia when I know for a fact I didn't tell nobody, especially not Bam. And you wanna know what's even crazier? I believe that I knew you and Bam had talked behind the scenes because of something I've seen her say. Like, oh, Miss Virginia, I tried to call you. But once again, I figured you were, you had told, the people that you wanted to tell. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. When you called me, or when I was, you know, reaching out, and just making sure you was okay. I just figured you needed support. I didn't even think about, but I didn't even think about if you had told anybody because, like I said, I wasn't even really talking to them like that. But when it came up again, it was because she asked me to pray for you, and um and honestly, I didn't think she was being malicious. In fact, I didn't feel she was being malicious at all when she, asked me to pray for you. So when she came live screaming that I was gonna tell your business, and it was like, you don't want you telling Miss Virginia's business because I ain't said shit. She said, I've never done anything to Miss V. She flipped on me. She said she flipped on me for no reason, but hey, right. She said, have a great night, spring break. Okay, sis, I'll see you later. But yeah, so all I got to say is, whoever came and told you that, I hope you ain't listening to nothing else they done told you. And that's just for that's the honest. I really do feel that way. I hope you not believing nothing else they come and tell you about me. Nothing. But no, I never said anything. I wasn't gonna say nothing because, like I said, I'm not that type of person. But what I will say is that you said you only had told me and her, and guess what? I didn't say nothing to her about you. I have been accused so much of running around telling people's business that when you called me, when she called me, when whoever called me, I just didn't say shit. Because then this happens. But if somebody told you that they was my friend and I was real tight with them and I was going to tell your business and you've seen for yourself that I have not done that to you, wouldn't do that to you, I appreciate the apology. However, the only reason I thought you were sent and it was a setup is because I don't trust that woman over there. And I'm not telling you who you can and can't support. That's not what this live is about. It's just That's why I said that. And the same way you came out and cleared things up, I'm coming out and clearing things up. And I also want to point out that that lady has lied on a lot of people. Not just me. She lied a lot. And she come out here and she twist the truth and everybody believe it. And she said your guard is up. That's understandable. Yeah, Anaya, you know I'm not playing with none of that. No. No, 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 no. I don't care who you are. Okay, you getting you you deal with her, I'm cutting you off. Okay? Like, but yeah, that's all I want to say. All of this confusion and chaos because all it takes is for somebody to come tell you something. And I'm gonna just say this much. I'm trusting of my so-called friend circle, and I'm saying it like that. But let me tell you something. You can't come tell me something about somebody and I'm a jump live and accuse you of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. Have I got burned from not listening? Absolutely. But you just can't come and say, "Oh, Anaya said," because when I did that myself, believing what that Anaya was the snake and the liar and doing all this, it was actually the people that I trusted more than Anaya. Am I lying, Anaya? Anaya, exactly. It's like it be the people that you trust more than the people that you shouldn't trust be the ones that's actually setting you up to come out and attack people or that person. I went and asked a person to their face, hey, Anaya told me this. They told me no. It wasn't true. They said, no, that's no, never. That was a never. So I understand. And that's why I accept your apology wholeheartedly. I accept your apology. And like I said, I never had any ill will or feelings towards you. In my opinion, you didn't have anything to do with nothing. You didn't have anything to do with anything. None of y'all did. Nobody had anything to do. This whole situation is so damn weird and crazy. A lot of people are mad at me and ain't no, and like I had told somebody a couple weeks ago, like such and such got such a problem with me and ain't no telling what somebody has told her to be against me. So I'm gonna say, Miss Virginia, I apologize for assuming the worst about you. um I think I called you weird and I said you were stalking me. I take that back. I did say that you were being sent out or sent. I take that back. I apologize. But I appreciate you acknowledging that I've never said anything about your business out here in the public and what you had going on to attack you and nobody else either. Nobody said anything. Now, once you came out and did your video, yes, it was like I came out and I said, Miss Virginia, I would have never told anybody that you had cancer. I wouldn't. I did say that. And I was very pissed off, not because you were telling your story, but that you felt like you had to come out here and put your business out here because you did, like you said in your live, you didn't want me to tell it. That's not my place. That's not even nothing to play with. If I'm being all the way honest, that ain't nothing that I wanted to be attached to in a negative way, especially if it's tearing you down, dragging you, or trying to bring more stress into your life in a time where you need to be at peace. So I'm apologizing to you as well. Okay. She says, you're showing growth. We all love you, Mama Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio Mama, we love you, honey. But all I'm gonna say is, she said, I'm overprotective when it comes to my sisters, period. Yeah, because these people are weird as hell. And no, I'm not talking about Miss Virginia. I'm talking about the lady over there who started all this shit. And to whoever who was in Miss Virginia's ear telling them that I would tell her business, I really hope you have a blessed and wonderful life. Cheese. Because what I really want to say, I'm not going to say to whoever said it, which is, I said witches. I meant witches as in which way, but witches out here lying and manipulating behind the scenes and behind my back because they don't want people to like me, jealous of me, insecure, out here telling people I'm going to do this and do that to them. And that's the thing. Y'all say I talk so dang on much. How did they know that I knew Miss Virginia? Because it was only one person I confirmed that, hey, I already knew that. So whoever came and told you that, I hope you block them, cut off all connection, relationship, whatever, because they're not to be trusted. Whoever it was. Hold on, y'all. I'm being summoned. And before I go, I just want to add, you got to be careful who you let come tell you stuff about people. I don't care who it is, whether you consider them a friend or not, because like I said, I can't say that me and Miss Virginia were friends, but I supported her and she supported me on YouTube. And we were supposed to do some lives together. And I wasn't mad at her. Shoot, my schedule was busy, her schedule was busy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that's not enough of a reason to come out here and tell that lady business either. With y'all childish, immature, insecure, gotta keep up shit selves. Okay? She said, Mama Scorp, I have some grays as well, and it's okay, we're beautiful. Yeah, y'all look good with your gray hair. But yeah. So, I will say, yeah. So I hope y'all all came here to see what y'all need to see and hear what y'all need to hear. But she said that part is not worth this. Anaya, look, let me just tell you something. I was mad. I was real mad because I'm like, why, if you out here dragging me, why you out here trying to reach out to me? But like I said, I don't trust nobody that have anything to do with that lady over there. But I will always accept a genuine apology from anybody because I don't mind apologizing when I'm wrong or whatever. And like I said, I can understand why she even thought that I probably would say something because whoever told her we were supposed to be buddy buddy, we supposed to be tight. Whoever this person is. She said, I okay. Yeah, that's very big of her. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm gonna go live, but you gotta watch these with. I'm gonna say this: if we supposed to be friends, I'm gonna say this: if I know you supposed to be friends, where's Miss Tawana? Because that was Miss Tawana's whole thing. I'm not gonna do something behind your back, and then, I no, nobody got time for that shit. Nobody got time for that shit. We can't, you know, and I can be honest and say, I'm not gonna act like I wasn't, it's like, Miss Virginia was Miss Virginia. Shoot. We could talk about anything on the live. I don't care. I just like to go live, y'all. Like on some real shit. I didn't care. As long as you cool and I'm cool, we can go live, we can talk a little shit. You want to talk about a TV show, we can talk about shopping. I don't care. So yeah, it did blow it. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, yes. Wait, KJ, wait, because what you finna say?
Get a pink one in the first one.
Okay, I will make a pink one. Okay. Yeah, this boy bossy. He gonna tell me make a pink one. Make a pink one. But anyway, um, but yeah. So I'm gonna go, y'all, because it's 8:28. She said the middleman messy as fuck. Yeah, I'm sick of these messy people. But whoever they were, whoever they are, we're not friends anymore. Whoever they are, we're not friends anymore. So whoever you are, you did me a favor. Backstabber, liar, deceiver, manipulator, okay, chaos demon, pot stirrer, okay, whisperer amongst friends, shit starter, tail bearer, with your tail bearing self, tail bearer, okay, busybody. What else can I think of? Somebody give me one. It's 42 of y'all in here. Okay. But yeah, I ain't got no smoke with Miss Virginia. A witch. That's why they call them pot stirs, y'all, because that's what witches do. Be stirring the damn pot, brewing up some shit. Brewer with your pot brewing ass. Shit, brewing shit. There we go. Brewing shit. But I will say, um, I don't deal with none of them messy ass people no more, y'all. Like for real. So, the relationships that I have behind the scenes, no, we're not behind the scenes telling people business. Okay. Now we do talk about stuff that happened on YouTube. And to me, that's fair game. Okay. So if y'all want to bring up some shit you heard about me on YouTube, that's cool. Okay. I don't really give a fuck. But no, ain't nobody back here telling me stuff. And I will say, like I said, if you tell me not to say nothing, I won't. I don't care who you are. We don't have to be friends. It could be in an email, you know. So Miss Virginia, if you would have texted me and said, Vaughn, don't say nothing, I would have told my mama and Jesus, but I would have been mad as hell. I couldn't say nothing. And I'm gonna tell you why I would have been mad, because it's like, why are you trying to talk to me and you don't like me? But that's not what you said in your live. So okay, I mean, not saying that you said you like me, but in your live you were saying that you were trying to apologize to me. But I would have kept that to myself if that's what you would have asked. I wouldn't have said nothing. Okay, I wouldn't have said nothing at all. Because if you say don't say nothing, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing. Just don't lie on me either, because then I'm gonna be mad, and then I'm gonna have to tell the truth. Okay, all right, we good? You still listening, Foster Mom? But yeah, I ain't mad, y'all. But I will say, to that person who told her that, I hope she blocked the shit out of you. Okay. And if she didn't, that's not my business. All right. I don't care that y'all friends or none of that, because at the end of the day, you ain't my friend no more to lie on me. Okay. But nah, I ain't got no smoke with them people over there. I don't. But I will say, the person that's usually coming to you telling you what the next person said, that be the person be talking the most shit about you. Yeah, because I see that person go live and keep confusion up and division up amongst the whole damn community. People that support her for years. Okay. I hear you. Hey. Okay. People that send her cash apps and shit. People that, got out here swinging for her left and right, talking about she's such a good person and such a this and such a that. She talked good big shit about them, all behind the scenes, laughing and kikiing, and then on Mad Day want to tell everybody what you said. But these your supporters, okay? These is your people that believe everything you say. Don't ask no questions. Just come out here swinging and beating their damn chest for no reason. Tail bearer. And I just want to say this too to Miss Virginia and anybody else that has ever asked me to pray for them. I don't go to gossipers for prayer. I go to the church. I don't go to people that I know that don't pray for real. So I guess everybody and their mama can get offended, but it's the truth. I wouldn't have asked UP to pray for you. Why would I do that? She asked me to pray for you. And then turned around and used my religion, my belief, my spirituality as a weapon to get people to hate me. I know you lying, UP. Tail bearing witch. She said real church, not YouTube. Right. I will say, she said, I go straight to the source, my Lord and Savior. Okay, Anaya. I was going to call you Amanda. She must be in the bushes or she talking about me. But I was going to say, have I asked church friends on YouTube to pray? Yes, but never when it came to y'all's business. Let me tell you something. Because y'all messy. And I just got to keep it a buck. Y'all take the smallest thing and turn it into some bullshit. Like for real. Huh? I still can't get over how she took that, y'all. I'm not gonna give her the satisfaction. She said that's what I'm talking about tonight. I hold my God on high standard. Right. It's like, and I'm not saying I'm gonna tell y'all this. The reason why I'm coming at her about it so bad is because she called me and brought up Miss Virginia. I never said a word to her, y'all. And in fact, I probably shouldn't have even said, oh, I already knew. I should have pretended that I didn't know. But see, that just goes to show my character, y'all, and how innocently I be doing shit, giving people things to use against me later on. Because when she blurted that, and y'all remember, I was emotional around that time too, because it was like, yo, I wouldn't do that for real. But it was so easily believed that it was it was like, why? What did I do? She still to this day out here lying. Me, Amanda, and Mimi don't even like each other, and she's still lying and mixing up the story. All because she wanted so bad for me to do something wrong, and that's just evil in my opinion. And all I got to say is to those of you who are friends with her, buddy, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, y'all, I ain't got nothing to say about y'all. I ain't gonna do that because ain't nobody beefing with y'all. She said that's what they always do. You gotta stay prayed up on here. That part, big sis. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said, "Oh, I already knew." And I told you, I said, I put her on the prayer church list, and I told my mom. I shouldn't have said none of that. I should have been like, "Oh, really?" But see, I thought she was being genuine. So forget her. Okay, forget her. And like I said, to the witch who came, whispering lies. I hope you have a very blessed life. I hope you receive everything that you deserve. I hope your life prospers in every way possible. Because there's a lot of shit people done told me that ain't nobody business. And I just want to say to the one person who I really thought was my friend, I have kept myself from coming out here and saying some things about you because my only thought process is if I didn't throw it in your face when we were friends, I ain't got no business throwing it in your face when we not friends. And even though I've lost my cool on here, on two people and two people only, okay, which is Anaya and Amanda, I regret that shit so deeply because that's not who I am. And that's just not who Kevon Deja Renee Cox Chapman is. I don't throw your business in your face because I'm mad. I don't tell your business because I'm mad. I might say some shit like, the bitches want to talk about me. I might say that. But no, that ain't who I is. Amanda, she said, I thought you're not supposed to be talking to that old lady. You know what? I'm not. I'm not talking to her. I'm talking to the witch. I'm talking to the witch, that lied on me. The witch is. Because I got to keep it all the way real. I'm convinced that somebody that was real tight with me, you know, is somebody that's just a tail bearing, lying, jealous, hating bitch. I'm convinced. Her too. Don't talk about none of them. Okay. Okay, give us all five names. Listen, okay? But that's not who I am. So I be offended. I really do. I get all up in my feelings because I might say, KJ, you gonna work? You want me to get off live? Y'all heard KJ? He said yes. Okay, y'all. KJ said I gotta go. See, I was trying to be nice, and here comes too strong. Hey, Miss Linda. But yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say, y'all. I'm gonna say it again because I already, like I said, I already know this live gonna be took and twisted, and everybody gonna be mad at Vaughn all over again. Okay, but no, I have no ill will towards Miss Virginia from the bottom of my heart. I don't. Was I in my feelings because I thought she was on some games and bullshit? Yes, because it's like, yo, I ain't did nothing to her for real. But I'm glad we cleared that up. She said, "Looks like I popped on when you about to go." Yeah, cause it is Friday, y'all. I'm really waiting. Jim is working overtime today, y'all. He's off on Fridays now, but I'm waiting for him to come back because he told me he wouldn't be gone long. But I was watching Greenleaf and just talking a little shit. Okay, minding my business, but I will say I feel vindicated, y'all. I do because believe it or not, even though I come out here and I be like certain things don't bother me, it did bother me that that happened with Miss Virginia because I'm not that kind of person in real life, y'all. I just don't play with certain things. Um, and when people ask me to pray for them, I take it seriously. And I hate that the witch over there, was able to say a bunch of stuff and have people looking at me crazy. And honestly, I can't even really blame her, y'all, because I have to be accountable for what I have done against people that I called friends, whether it was out of anger or gossip. But when I said, that that's not me and that's not my character, and I'm taking the spirituality thing seriously, and for somebody to come out here and try to shit on that for no reason, it bothered me. So, um, in a way, Miss Virginia has helped me heal. Okay. She said, "Hey, Big 32, what's up, Pierre? Hey, buddy." What she say? Greenleaf is everything. Auntie Linda and Too Strong, since we had a ball last night. Y'all was cutting up. I ain't gonna lie, okay? Like, y'all want to know something funny? I was over here cracking up. I'm like, it's been a minute since Anaya and Uncle She they came live, and we done all been sitting outside with our blunts and alcohol and cigarettes and you know what I'm saying, glizzies and popcorn and popping shit. We just all sitting outside roasting somebody. It's been a minute since that's happened. But it was fun. And it was funny because the Wicked's Witch is dead. Now up here how I'm not blue. Oh, you know what? I be trying not to show favoritism, you know, but I can throw you a rich. You know, now I will say I don't believe in my whole chat being blue, but you know, I we can do that. Now I will say I don't. We can do that. Okay. I believe I'm a moderator over on your chat, so you know, no harm, no foul. But so how not? And you know what? I think you came in the other night, but it was you know what? I re-listened to my replays, y'all. But when we all up here on the panel and we talking, I think y'all know by now. I don't really be looking at the chat, but I believe I seen you come in the other night. And truthfully, I was embarrassed. I'm like, look, we showing out, okay, in front of company, you know, because you know other people don't really know us like that, and they probably all think we crazy, but we are crazy. But you know, we a little crazy over here, you know. But I've been trying to tame my crazy for real, you know, in real life, y'all. Like my temperament is retarded, so I've been trying to be cool. But yeah, so that's all I got. All right. Yeah, I thought there, but I understand everyone go through it. Don't be embarrassed. Yeah. But make sure you subscribe to everybody. Y'all, somebody drop y'all links in the chat. And I do mean everybody, okay? Everybody. Okay, Amanda, you have a nice weekend, honey. And uh I ain't gonna be weird, Amanda. I was gonna say something, but it was gonna be real weird. So I was just gonna say, Amanda. Amanda, you still listening? 'Cause I want you to hear me say it. She say too strong, have a blessed night, Sissy Pooh. Oh, y'all so cute. I said I thought you was in the bushes because I said your name when I went to say it night. Okay, you still here? I just want to say, Amanda, no, we're not friends, but I love you, okay? I love you. You get on my nerves, but I love you. All right. So I love you. Okay. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay. Now, okay, moving back on to the witch. No, but yeah, I'm finna go for real though. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say to Miss Virginia. And yeah, so hopefully, in the near future, more people, okay, you know, they won't let people come telling them any and everything in their ear. And I mean that sincerely because I know that lady over there, she got a hold on some folks. And you know, I just say, you know, be careful who telling you what, because I know for sure there was a time where people had me convinced against Anaya, and I was really convinced against her. And I'm not even trying to be funny. It's like I knew they were lying, but I didn't want to go against my friends. So you just got to be careful who you let in your ear, like for real. Because people will tell you anything to get you to be mad at people who ain't never did nothing to you. And I'm not saying that's the case for everything and everybody, but I know for a fact I ain't do nothing. I ain't have no ill will towards Miss Virginia. And like I said, she don't know me that well. She only know what she's heard, and it's understandable, but it's also forgiving because hey, sometimes some people be guilty as hell, but will never admit it. Okay, but that's not me. And oh yeah, I still meant what I said. Don't come telling me nothing if you think I'm gonna tell somebody else. And that goes for even my friends whom I love behind the scenes. They know that. Don't tell me anything if you think I'm gonna go tell somebody else. If somebody can come tell you Vaughn said, don't even come talk to me. We're not friends anymore. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. But y'all know that's gonna make UP real mad that I told Amanda, see, y'all see how UP witch doctor. Okay. But y'all be good. All right. And I see y'all when I see y'all. All right. All right. Now, if y'all ain't got nothing to do, SBK is live right now on Tap In. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna drop it before I go. They over here talking about Jada Pickett. And I don't know who Ashley Janae is, but they over here talking about them folks. And that's where I'm finna go while I'm watching Greenleaf. But y'all go subscribe, okay? Okie dokie. All right. Y'all gone. Y'all gone tonight, Miss Linda. Who else was in here? Foster mom, you gone. Okay. Y'all go listen to SVK now. Y'all support their channel. They do positive commentary. And positive commentary needs to be supported. Okay. Y'all go have fun. Enjoy yourselves. All right. And stop believing everything somebody tell you about me because it don't be true. It be lies. Okay. All right. Bye.